Junkies, hashtag Daily Debate Question 4 at MMA Junkie Radio, and, of course, WWE Hall of Famer and AEW play-by-play broadcaster Jim Ross. Out of these two superstars, whose contribution was greater to the sport in which they crossed over? Brock Lesnar to the UFC or Ronda Rousey to WWE? Goes?
I'm going to go Ronda Rousey. I thought about this over and over, and we were even talking about it before the show. I feel like at that particular time and period, I'm not saying that females wouldn't ever headline a WrestleMania ever, but I don't know if they would have been able to do it without that push that came from Ronda Rousey. And to me, being a kid or watching the first WrestleMania, I would have never thought I would have seen something like that. And it took this long for that to happen. I think a special girl by the name of Ronda Rousey was a big part of that. Brock Lesnar, I love what he did when he came over to MMA. We got a lot of champions. We got a lot of guys that look like that. It was big, but I feel like what Ronda kind of changed things over there. So I went with Ronda Rousey.
All right. What do you think, JR?
I'm going to agree with Goes because Ronda ignited an entire division. She put a lot of women on her in that wagon, and she pulled it. And make no mistake, WWE's blessed, as I mentioned earlier, so many great female personalities, athletes, and so forth. But Ronda brought the attention that they needed to get them noticed so we could see how great they were. So I believe Ronda pulled the wagon on that entire female division and created an environment where we wanted to see more of that led by her. And then they, then all of a sudden they get to WrestleMania this year and 3 women close the show. Unheard of. What Lesnar brought to MMA was headlines, pay-per-view buy rates.
Yeah.
But did he contribute to the legacy of the heavyweight division? Is he going to be known as one of the great heavyweights of all time? Is he going to be a UFC Hall of Famer? I don't know the answer to those things, but they're still up in the air somewhat.
Yeah.
I think that his days in the UFC, people now know how to beat Brock.
Yeah.
They know how to beat Brock. But boy, when he was younger and they hadn't figured him out yet, he was a sight to behold.
Junkie Nation, over 1,100 votes came in. 74% said Brock Lesnar to the UFC was greater, and only 26% said Ronda Rousey.
Because they don't like pro wrestling. Some of those MMA guys just don't like pro wrestling, so they're going to endorse anything that might indicate that pro wrestling has some tangible value. It's an entertainment industry. It's like if you're going to get pissed off, if you're an MMA fan and you're going to get pissed off at pro wrestling, then I hope you get also equally pissed off at movies and dramatic television shows. I'm a big SDU guy.
Law and Order?
Oh, yeah. Law and Order, SDU, my thing. I can do this binge watch deal when I'm by myself at home in Oklahoma. I got me a nice little TV outside in my outdoor kitchen. I can park my big ass there. The cooler's right there. Man, I'm in business. And I can watch those Mariska Hargitay things all day long. I love that stuff. But so it's a different entity. I don't even know how you compare the two. Comparing the two shows your ignorance. Well, it's not real. No really. Did you know this? Did you know that John Wayne was not a cowboy?